Welcome to an episode of the Bourbon Experience, and what we've done here is we've come across a handful of extra bottles that we are real excited to get a hold of. First off, we've got the Knob Creek 9, which that for us we love this one, 100 proof bottle. Then we came across the Knob Creek 9 barrel proof. Came across that actually in east of Columbus, like. You found out I got a bottle, and you were like 2 days later, you're like, I'm gone, I'm going down there.
Yeah, and then I found out that it's also everywhere else.
Yeah, you're not special.
Oh, that sucked.
I know. You want to talk about anticlimactic?
Yeah, totally. That was totally because I got that.
I found it.
Yeah,
it's over here.
Yeah. Because I found it, I was like, oh yeah.
It's like that with the 1897. Like I found it over at the store. You mean that bottle there behind your chair?
Yeah. Okay, so a little side story is the old man. This is just a little side story for anyone that's in, so he had to go. We were all hanging out at his house. He decided he had to go to church, and we were still there. Now, the funny part is that two people out of the four brothers, the youngest brother wasn't there. Two of them decided to take all of his bourbon and hide it around the house. The other two stood by and go, I'm not in this. I'm not doing anything.
We're not doing anything wrong.
I'm just sitting there watching. And one of those people in the group chat, not you, the other one, said, I didn't do anything at all. I wasn't doing anything, but he was still part of it. Let's be real about it. So then we started hiding his bottles all over the place, all over the entire house. So we were expecting, we go home, we were expecting him, oh, hey, funny guys, nothing, crickets overnight. Which is not normally him. Normally he'll run his mouth. So it was like, oh man, he's pissed. No, he wasn't pissed. So he came back and the next morning kind of chimed in. Could not find his bottle of Old Forester 1897. Still up until today. So it's been a week. It's been a full week. He went out and bought a whole nother bottle of 1897. So he's like, I still can't find it. So
no, but what he said was, I found the bottle. It was over at Giant Eagle.
Yeah. So then he and I started looking over it, and then Nathan goes, oh, it's right behind your chair, right there where we hid it. It's been there the whole week in plain sight.
Including the Vatican by hiding in plain sight.
So now he's got a whole extra bottle of 1897.
Rough.
There you go.
That's
tough.
rough.
That's tough.
I'm really unhappy about it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
it's a tough go.
I absolutely inundated 2 towels this morning. I just cried so much.
So here's where you insert the Sarah McLachlan.
And then Robert came across the 12 year. So which I have not had. I am super excited to have it because I've been dying to get my hands on it.
It's delicious.
Yeah,
It is very good. I had some too.
In fact, another story here. Here's another story. 2 weeks ago, I'm having to work. I'm down in Cincinnati, and then I get texts from these guys. Hey, look at us. We're having some of the 12 year. I'm like, assholes. Assholes. The 1 week I have to go out of town, and they're like, hey, I got an idea. Let's all get together.
The 1 week.
The 1 week.
The 1 week.
The 1 week.
Saturday.
The 1 week where you guys decide to get together. The 1 week. So we're gonna go through and taste them, and then we're gonna pick our favorite. Sound good?
Can we drink these? Or are you done being a professional victim?
In the arms of an angel. All right, so
for just the cost of a cup of coffee, you just shut the hell up.
You could trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up. Now you will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep.
Oh my gosh. Hey, here's Knob Creek 9. Let's
Did
go.
you say niner?
Can't hear you, you're trailing off. And did I catch a niner in there?
9.
Tinks for nothing.
Tinks for nothing. 9 times.
9 times.
9 times.
We just had 3 movies in a second right there. See, Knob 9 is just nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good bourbon.
That's delicious.
All right, so let's jump over to the Knob Creek 9. We probably should have this last, but it's too late. Yeah. So this is 120 proof.
Yeah, they're single barrel.
This is.
Well, if we thought this was good, this just becomes like ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous speed. Ludicrous speed.
So like you can smell the heat for sure.
Mm-hmm. The flavor though is pretty smooth, really.
Mhm.
Unbelievable.
For 120 proof, that's really smooth.
And it's got a ton of. It's very deep. There's a lot of flavors coming out that.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of a pepper ending. That's not much. That gives it some of that heat. But there's a ton of caramel in the middle.
Oh, the 9 is for 9-year aging,
Yeah.
and that's the same as that.
Correct. Right. So basically, this is just
Less water.
so. This has got more water. This is coming straight from the barrel.
There's a depth in that caramel. Like it's like caramel. I get some deep coffees.
Yeah.
It just really, man.
It's this on crack. It's the 9-year on crack.
Crack.
It's
so good.
you like it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you don't think it drinks like 120 proof, do you? Yeah.
No,
It's definitely hotter, but it's not crazy hot.
Yeah, it's more like 100.
Mm.
It's more like a
It's nice.
barrel bottle and bond type.
Yeah, I can see that.
See, and that's funny because when you had this last week or 2 weeks ago, when we were busy showing off that he wasn't drinking,
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole. What? Asshole.
You're absolutely right, sir. You've hit the nail right in the head.
that you had mentioned this one was a bit hot.
It's definitely hotter than that one for sure.
Right.
yeah.
Well, but at that point in time, you had said, "Nah, it's a little too hot."
Too hot, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's interesting what.
Different
Things
day,
change.
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Looking at the colors, it's interesting to me though, because here we have a 9-year and a 9-year. Look how much darker that is compared
This is
to
12-year.
I'm sorry, the 12-year. I'm sorry, the 12-year. Look how much darker that is compared to the 9-year. So 3 years of sitting in the barrel, like that is just that's just kind of interesting to me. So, all right, we're gonna try the 12-year. Thank you. Yep, let's go.
Clear mind.
I've been
Not near as intense at the smelling,
no, and I listen. This is one of those.
Caramel.
This has been one of those unicorns I've been kind of eager to get to. It's still got a nice. You're right. The smell's not as much, is there? It maybe a little bit more oaky in the smell.
Mm-hmm. Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nutty. Very nutty.
Mm-hmm.
But it does go down a lot smoother.
Smooth, isn't it?
It is just butter.
Oh my!
Yeah. And
That was worth the wait.
I would say this one tastes less proofy than the other two.
Mm-hmm.
yes, I agree. But I would say that I would bet that that's the aging.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, it
The age, the
just
longer you age, the smoother it becomes. Maybe.
not necessarily, but they've blended it very, very well. But I think what you're seeing with these two, with the 9 and the 12, that you're just seeing a master class of those guys over at Jim Beam that are knowing exactly what they're doing and creating something very smooth, very palatable.
Go back to the 9-year. Go back to this one, and you'll go, yeah. After you've had these, and then go back to that, and you're like, yeah, it's not all that. It's amazing where you and I rank that knob 9
You're
way
right.
up there,
You're right.
and you're just like, it's okay.
Kind of oily tasting.
Yeah.
Almost.
It's not as it's bittery. It's
Right,
more bitter. It's not as
Not
smooth.
as smooth for sure.
And I love that bottle.
Yeah, no, it's great.
You know
But
who else is Jim Beam?
here it comes.
Old granddad.
Old granddad.
Not the old granddad that you had.
Not the one I had, no.
Right.
But the 114,
Old granddad.
the bottle and bond.
Yeah. Let's kind of pick what we like. This actually.
I like all three.
Well, duh. But you got to pick a favorite, and this might actually be kind of interesting to see how it plays out. Let's go with. You want to start with Dad first, or do you want to?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go with Dad first. What's your favorite one?
Yes.
Come on. I gotta.
Everybody's got to step in.
I know my favorite.
Do you want to jump right in? and
You first.
Just me? I gotta do
Age before the others.
Age before beauty go cheese.
I'm gonna go the 12, the 9 single, and then the 9 regular. The taste in the 12 is deep.
We're the same.
You're the same?
One,
So-
2, 3.
Okay.
Brilliant, brilliant, sir.
You go
Great
first.
minds.
Okay, I don't mind going. I'll go 1. Okay, hold on. You go ahead.
Oh.
All right.
No, you started off right.
I think I did, but
It's 1, 2, 3.
yeah, I know.
Now I will say, it's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I agree. That one is
This is
far
this
back.
is really good. These two are amazing.
Well, and let me point
Yeah.
out the fact is that first, the one that you picked lowest is really good.
Well, that's
what I
what
just
said.
said.
I know you said that, but I mean, we all agree that even though it's the lowest ranked, it's worth buying and it's good.
Yeah.
So you're
The
saying
other
that it's
two-
really good?
What?
So you're saying that it's really good?
That's, I think.
Which one?
I
I think
said
you're saying
that
it
one
might be
time.
good. I think you might be saying it's good. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to go with this. Yeah, number 1, number 2, and number 3. And the only reason this is tasty. I really like that. I'm glad I got a taste of it.
The
This
last taste of it, by the way. So.
Nothing for you.
You're not picking it first. You're not having
That's it, pal. You're done. But
So there's hope for Dad.
the single barrel for me, there's just so much more complexity to it. There's so much more for me that and I've gotten to the point where I think I'm getting to the 110s to 120s where before I struggled with it. Now I'm starting to kind of get some of those flavors out of it, and really pulling from it, and I'm enjoying that a lot. So to me, it's the 9-year single barrel first.
Yeah.
So we have a dead heat tie. These two suckers win, and we have no one to.
Not too surprising, but
Not too surprising. Well, what's funny is I didn't really smell. I didn't really. I didn't smell anything out of that.
It's like iocane powder.
Okay. I bet my life on it.
It's like iocane powder.
Totalist
Inconceivable.
I don't think you know what that means.
Flavorless, odorless, dissolved instantly in liquid.
All right, so there you go. Well, anyways, we have a split tie, but again, Knob Creek 9, you just can't go wrong. If you can find it, it's not hard to find. You can find it anywhere. $45. 40. Sorry, $35 to $40. To be very honest with you, I think I spent
60.
It was at 60.
I think so.
That might have been on the higher end. I was saying more than 50, but either way,
55 to 60.
55 to $60, still not bad.
300? I can't remember. 60
You
or
don't-
70. I can't remember.
Okay.
59, 69.
I'll tell you what, we'll put the price tags right there. You'll see them, and so you'll know. Anyways, but either way, if you can find these two, get on them.
Yeah.
This you cannot. This won't have any problem finding. This is probably the hardest one to find of the 3. So, anyways, thanks again for joining us. We appreciate it. Thanks again for Dad and Robert for joining us.
It's for all bourbondom.
Thanks a lot, guys. We'll catch you later.